I'm Doug Brown, a member of the Cochran family. In 2009, we started sugaring here on the land where our family ski area is. We have about 23,000 taps now. We make about 8,000 gallons of maple syrup a year. In 2013, we teamed up with Ted King, who was a pro cyclist at the time, and Andrew Gardner, who was an ex-ski coach, to start putting maple syrup in packets, teaching people that maple syrup is a way better nutrition to use when they're exercising.
It's been a huge surprise to hear the scope and the breadth of who is using UnTapped. We have Division I athletes across the board, football, baseball, basketball. We have NASCAR drivers using it, which is pretty amazing. And then it's sort of the less expected stories that are still really exciting. Like we had a customer who delivered a baby, and she's not allowed to consume a lot of food, but she was really excited to be able to stomach and find the energy from UnTapped.
Really high quality ingredients, really high standards for what does this taste like, what do we want, what do people we know use. Between cross-country skiing and alpine skiing, trail running, and obviously cycling, the networks of people that we kind of knew from our past lives have very specifically asked us to create what we've created. And watching the reactions to that has been super reinforcing, and I think it is a thing that we keep looking to as we seek out whatever the next product's going to be. We've had people email the customer service address and say, what's the ingredients list for UnTapped? And for the packet itself, it's maple syrup, and they're like, well, how do you make that? If you look on the back of the waffles, everything on the waffles that we make are simple, pronounceable ingredients that you would make, and that's going to be the governing, overarching rule for the brand going forward. Is like clean, whole food ingredient that offers clean energy.
The hallmark of UnTapped, as much as anything else, is get all of this other processing aids or other sugars or anything else out, and just have the real stuff. And it digests better, it feels better, it tastes better, and it's better performance. I would say the most positive, fulfilling thing for me in a lot of ways has been getting phone calls and emails from runners saying, this has changed the way I run. This has let me run a marathon without throwing up for the last 5 miles. This has let me get a PR. That's honestly something that I didn't totally foresee. I didn't realize how different A, maple as a fuel, and B, just real ingredients as a fuel was gonna be. And so having people call and just say, hey, this is a totally different experience.